We're told the shock of winning is often accompanied by a sharp intake of breath, followed by the accidental release of an expletive or two, which is why Lotto advises potential winners to place their hands over their mouths just in case. And that's probably good advice, given that Lotto's created 400 new millionaires since its inception back in August 1987. That's 20 years of happy people. And plenty of dejected losers too, of course. In those days, the first prize was a rather modest $360,000. But as John Selwood found out, it's not what you win that counts, it's how you spend it.
Happy days are here again.
You pay your money, you pick your numbers, you take your chance.
Sing a song of cheer again.
August 1987, and what excitement. In households across the country, people were glued to their sets as they counted off the numbers.
And the first number tonight is number 18.
It was new, it was glamorous, and offered the dream of immediate and improbable wealth. Now, the actual chances of winning the Lotto are 3,838,380 to 1. But let's face it, who hasn't wondered? Who hasn't dreamt about first prize, what they'd do, the champagne lifestyle, the bling, maybe a new car or two? Here we go. Second-hand Ferrari, a mere $300,000. Well, that's the dream, but what about the reality? Well, Sue Gould certainly wasn't the biggest Lotto winner, far from it.
All the very best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Hers was a secondary win based on a spin. But what a difference that win made.
If it's cash you want, we've got it.
Somewhere in this house there'll be hidden bling, yes?
No.
Come on, a diamond ring.
There's no bling. No.
No?
No bling
What,
whatsoever.
you've wasted money on a sparkle?
I certainly haven't.
You've bought copious amounts of champagne?
No.
OK. What did you do with the money? What was your first purchase? Show me your first purchase.
You really want to see my first purchase?
I want to see your first, as long as it's, you know, nothing indiscreet.
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not.
Something so practical it's almost prosaic. But when you haven't got money, it's the small things that count. And a purchase. Now, I don't want, you know, not too many violins in this, etc. But the fact is, before you won the 500,000, you were a bit on the bones of, you know, you're doing it tough.
Yeah, I was in rented accommodation. My car had blown up. I was looking after the girls.
So this is the violin bit.
Yeah.
You couldn't get any loans?
No, nobody had lent any money.
Slowing down now.
Then a simple twist of fate, luck, whatever you want to call it, and everything changed.
I didn't go out and just blow the whole lot. I can go out and have a meal with my daughters and spend $100 knowing, and that's something I couldn't do before. So yeah, of course it's changed my life. I can have the lattes and the coffee. And I'm enjoying it.
She hasn't really changed. It's more like she's calmer now. She's not so stressed out all the time and got her house, and that's kind of security for her and for us when we're older, and we've got education now, so it's a good thing. Yeah, pretty lucky.
I actually thought I'd only won $50,000.
$500,000!
And it wasn't until my sister jumped on the stage with the beautiful bottle of wine, and she sort of whispered in my ear that you have just, basically I've just won $500,000. And I immediately did what Kylie told me to do, and she said, put your hand over your mouth if you think you're going to swear on national TV.
And here's the photo that captures the moment. And we're not allowed to say the word.
No. It's quite embarrassing. I was like, not on national TV.
Taught me a lot.
What did it teach you?
It taught me that I'm very lucky, and I really appreciate, and every night I say I'm lucky.
What do you mean every night you say you're lucky?
Do you want to have a look? This is my sanctuary.
Your sanctuary?
Yes. And this.
Oh, wow, OK. Fair enough. Look at that. And that's the original chat?
Absolutely. So for me, every night, I recognise the fact that I am lucky. And it reminds me how lucky I am. And it does happen to everyday people. How are you? Good, thanks.
Sue still makes the weekly pilgrimage to the local Lotto shop that sold her the winning ticket, and where coincidentally daughter Samantha works part-time. Lotto has paid out more than $3.5 billion in prize money over the last 20 years and created around 400 new millionaires. While Sue didn't win $1 million, she still considers herself luckier than most. And it's luck that seems to rub off on those around her.
Yeah. Three. Have I won? You've won $3.
me. It's not about how much. It's the thrill of... I won!
Good on you, Sue. Of course, I don't know whether a vacuum cleaner would have been the #1 on my list after picking up $500,000. Anyway, but of course, most of us are losers when it comes to Lotto. We pay and don't win. But you can take solace in the fact that over the past 2 decades, your Lotto losses have contributed around $2 billion to community funding, helping everyone from sport and recreation New Zealand to old age concern.